Okay guys, Richard Ryder here filling in for Mr. X at the Diamond Select Toys booth at New York Comic Con 2019. So let's go check some of this out. And I got a fancy device I don't know how to use, so we are gonna check this sucker out. So we got kind of some Funko Pop crazy Marvel stuff, or DC stuff going on here. I'm so excited. Some more DC. Traditional. Original Keaton Batman pieces. Then we have a Lobo, looks similar to XM's, but very less detail. But it's, you know, 1/10 the price, you know, so I can afford it. Some more cartoon Batman. And we got some awesome Godzilla, Rodan. These are pretty cool, especially for the price point. Some horror movie. Pretty neat Sub-Zero, especially for $50. Someone can tell me the scale of these, but I would say 1/10. Nah, maybe 1/8. Some more movie pieces, John Wick. And then some more movie pieces. These are really cool. So you have Rocketeer. You have both a takeoff pose and then one similar to Sideshow's premium format. Iron Giant.
They're beautiful, man. It was gorgeous.
Some Halloween. Nightmare Christmas.
Yeah, we're at T45. I know where you are.
These are pretty neat, actually, if you're into the movie. We got some Legends. Some, they say these are half-scale busts, but I think that half-scale doesn't make sense. They're about the size of my hand. Some cool movie pieces. And then they have some really neat Marvel pieces, priced around $100, $200. These look very good for what they are. Especially the paint on the Wolverine's not good, but the sculpt is decent for a less end piece. Video game pieces down here, and Kingdom Hearts. Very cheap, $10, $20. These are toys. And then let's move to the Gentle Giant. .1/6 scale Chewbacca. BB-8 looks really good. Some torso busts here, Marvel. And some more Star Wars pieces up here, 1/6 scale. Guard, Executioner. 1/8 Vader. Dengar. And a lot more Star Wars pieces. Standard with Gentle Giant. That Bespin Leia though is a complete miss. Look at that portrait. That can't even be real. Sneak around here to some more Diamond Select. There we got some quarter scale. Angel. Endgame Hulk. Archangel.
I'm the winner. 300. Yeah, all those.
Some more Marvel pieces. And here's some MCU.
I help you out with six.
We got a quarter scale Goblin down here. It's going to be 5th scale. More Marvel. Kind of some cute Funko Pop type like stuff. Again, more Marvel, video game, Endgame, comic, all the above. Iceman.
Hello.
Captain Marvel. Again, kind of awesome MCU mixed with comic versions. Morbius, you don't see too many of him. And okay guys, so we're at some other booths that I don't even know what they are. Tamashii Nations, and I don't know if they're a manufacturer or distributor, but they got a lot of cool little stuff. Looks like a lot of different licenses, so we're gonna go in and start filming some of that. Ready. Okay, so here we got some Star Wars. These are probably about 1/10 scale. We got some Disney and some Pokemon. And I think these are not Legos, but you actually build these. That guy fell down. He had a rough night with the beers. And again, these are looks like some Japanese anime of some type I'm very unfamiliar with, which is weird because I know everything.
Hey, Marvel fans, we are here at the New York Comic Con. David, y'all bring so much to this show. Some of it, thankfully, there's Marvel. What do we have? Let's start with.
Well, we made different this year. We went with a small indie film. It was for years for like a second.
So here's some Ultraman.
There was this great scene.
And this may be a different booth.
Right. And every one of my screens was absolutely bananas, and it was so amazing. And so we had to capture it in this amazing SH figure. It's part of our new dramatic one. Hopefully that's something that everyone's going to love. Comes with Mjolnir, comes with the half shield, probably comes with a full shield, and it is just incredibly posable like all SH figure parts. It's should be able to come to the US. So we just need to figure out.
They're filming, so I didn't want to talk. And here we got some Godzilla, King of the Monsters stuff. I actually was watching that on the plane over. It's not as good on a tablet. It's not very exciting. Wish I had a big theater room. And there's Sideshow. Sideshow's right over there. I love Sideshow. And here's some more Star Wars from that. Some cool little pieces. I don't know what those are. Some Star Wars samurai type stuff. I'm surprised Star Wars would allow that with their license. Okay, so we're gonna do some footage just of everything that's going on here, how crazy big it is. Dragon. Big cool dragon. Some more action figures, some Dragon Ball Z. Quite a few here, but we're not going to go into that because that would take hours. There's so many different options. Here's some Storm collectible stuff. Let's take a look at these guys. So here we have a Kenshiro. I don't know who that is, I just read it. But we do have some DC and some Mortal Kombat pieces right here. So this is Storm Collectibles. And again, I don't know if they're a manufacturer or a distributor. They got the Street Fighter license. These are either 1/10 or 1/12, I would guess. Gears. And then more Street Fighter, King of Street Fighter. Jeez, tons more here. Little tiny guys. Addams Family, Space Ghost, classic Superman, cartoons, DC, Chucky. These horror pieces are actually pretty cool from Metzco. They're actually really cool. We're gonna do a double take on these. These are really neat. So we got classic and '89 Batman. The switch out head. Pennywise with the demon face and the regular Sinister. Nun. Myers. Bride of Chucky, along Chucky with the switch out. Pretty cool. They got more to their horror line over here. So they got some Jack in the Boxes. We got Saw, Jason, Sam, Pennywise, Chucky, Freddy, and some dolls. Crazy looking dolls. Pennywise, Annabelle. Crazy stuff. I like that Jason one. That's the original Friday the 13th. Really cool here. This Metzco stuff. Then you got some bigger pieces here. These guys have sound in them. That's kind of neat. don't know what they sound like or they do, but
I thought he was gonna kill me.
then they got an Adam West Batman, and actually the likeness isn't bad for a doll. You got some Pennywise, Annabelle, Nun, recent horror stuff down here. COOO. Okay, so now we're heading back to Storm Collectibles, which we looked at earlier. So this is probably airing right after that. I don't know how Mr. X is going to edit it. But we're going back here because they're a distributor and they have the Softball Venom. And Mr. X has this order. So I want to take a look at it.
I'm sorry.
Oh, you're good. You're good. So this should be shipping this next month. Would have really liked to see their Spider-Mans. Okay, so here we have Star Ace, X Plus. It's hard to tell. All these booths have like 4 or 5 different names, but they got some cool stuff. So they got a 6 scale Hagrid. Looks like an Audrey Hepburn. Quarter scale. Prototype. Whole bunch of Harry Potter dolls. Severus. Dobby. Bellatrix. Dementor. Samurai Batman. Pulp Fiction. Some more Harry Potter, but in 1/8 scale. And the reason why I went over to these guys is actually the next case over. So here's, you know, some movie and Marvel and DC stuff. Or mostly just DC. And Harry Potter movie stuff. But look at these cool guys. This is what I'm digging out. This is Star Ace. That's who it is. I've heard of them before. Star Ace. Some really cool Funko Pop type stuff, and I think Sideshow distributes that Pennywise, if I'm not mistaken. Some Lord of the Rings, really cool stuff here. Skull Island. Really digging these. Planet of the Apes. And we got a whole bunch of Godzilla reference exhibit. Very, very cool pieces. Godzilla. The reason why I came over was their outside Skull Island display here. Pretty cool. I actually like that a lot. Scale doesn't work for me, but... And then down here we got some Underworld. These are not bad at all. 1/6 scale. Depending on price point, of course. But they're vinyl, so I can't see them. Even at Marcus, that's really well done. And the Victor. Really impressive. If I collected that scale, I would pick up the whole Underworld line. I would probably look at the Skullcrawler vs. Kong. Some of those Funko Pop type stuff. Very, very cool. that big sumbitch right there. Look at it. This is at the Realm of Champions, Marvel. So I think it's an interactive experience. Like I said, I've never been to one of these places before. I think this is the Titan himself. That is not the Titan himself. It's Maestro wearing the gauntlet and armor. Wow. That is so cool. And so we're going to conclude this, but we could technically film collectibles and statues and toys for hours and hours and hours. That's how much is here. So if you should come and meet me next year. You should definitely come and meet me. See, there's some Game of Thrones stuff we're not even going to get to. And back to XM. This is our home base. Here, this is the Good Smile Company. Tiny little pop figures here. Marvel, Avengers, Loki, Iron Man, Thor, Captain, and Black Panther. Then we have some unpainted Death Stranding, Harry Potter. Some anime. Got a Bloodborne